What if I told you that the diet making your friend lose weight might actually be making you gain it? The diet industry has been hiding a shocking truth that explains why 95% of diets fail. And today, I'm going to reveal what really works based on cutting-edge research. If you've ever started a diet with complete determination only to find yourself frustrated weeks later, you're not alone. But here's what you need to know right now. First, why do diets that work perfectly for some people fail miserably for others? I've analyzed over 40 studies to find the answer, and it's not what most experts are telling you. Second, is there one perfect diet that beats all others? The research will surprise you, and it contradicts what most fitness influencers are claiming. And third, how can you finally find what works for your body? By the end of this video, you'll have a practical framework to end your diet confusion forever. One that doesn't require expensive supplements or complicated meal plans. I'm not just giving you theories. I've consulted with leading nutritionists and compiled success stories from people who've finally solved their diet puzzle. What I'm about to share might completely change how you think about food. Before we discover what works for you, we need to understand why most diets ultimately fail most people. You've probably noticed how your friend thrives on keto while another succeeds with a plant-based diet. Meanwhile, you've tried both and felt terrible low energy, constant cravings, and minimal results. Recent research discovered that even identical twins can have completely different blood sugar responses to the exact same foods. Think about that. People with identical DNA process food differently. This groundbreaking study showed that standardized dietary advice is fundamentally flawed. The diet industry keeps selling one-size-fits-all solutions because personalization doesn't fit their business model. They need you to believe the next trendy diet is your answer, not that you need to discover your own unique pattern. Many popular diet books cherry-pick research that supports their approach while ignoring contradictory studies. They create false narratives that certain foods are toxic, or that entire food groups should be eliminated when the whole body of research tells a much more nuanced story. Your body is as unique as your fingerprint when it comes to processing food. Your gut microbiome, hormonal responses, metabolic rate, and even your psychology around food are all personalized variables that no generic diet plan can account for. After analyzing the research, I've identified 4 distinct diet personalities that explain why different approaches work for other people. The first type is the metabolic optimizer. These people typically respond well to lower-carb approaches like keto or paleo. They often have specific insulin response patterns and thrive when focusing on protein and healthy fats. If you experience energy crashes after carb-heavy meals or find yourself hungry soon after eating, you might be a metabolic optimizer. The second type is the microbiome balancer. These individuals have gut bacterial profiles that process plant foods exceptionally well. They typically flourish on plant-based or Mediterranean-style diets rich in diverse fibers. If you feel energized after fiber-rich meals and experience digestive discomfort with high animal protein intake, you may be a microbiome balancer. The third type is the chrono-responder. For these people, when they eat matters as much as what they eat. Intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating often works wonders for this group while causing problems for others. If you naturally gravitate toward eating within a specific window, or find that late-night eating affects you more severely than others, you're likely a chrono-responder. The fourth type is the intuitive harmonizer. These rare individuals naturally maintain balance by listening to their body's signals without strict rules. They typically thrive with mindful eating approaches rather than structured diets. If you've noticed that your hunger and fullness cues are reliable when you're paying attention, you might be an intuitive harmonizer. But how do you determine which type you are? Now, for the practical part, discover your unique diet and personality. Step 1 is observation. For 1 week, track not just what you eat, but how you feel 2 hours afterward. Rate your energy, mood, and satisfaction on a simple 10 scale. Look for patterns in how different food combinations affect you. Pay special attention to energy levels, hunger patterns, sleep quality, digestive comfort, and mental clarity. Step 2 is experimentation. Based on your observations, test eating patterns that align with each diet personality. Try a lower carb pattern for 5 days, then a plant-focused approach. Then experiment with meal timing. Change only one major variable at a time and give your body at least 5 days to adapt before drawing conclusions. Step 3 is personalization. Combine the elements that made you feel best into a customized approach. This isn't about following rules. It's about creating your optimal eating pattern. Don't be surprised if your perfect pattern borrows elements from multiple approaches. This brings us to the breakthrough idea that changes everything. The best diet isn't a diet at all. It's a personalized eating pattern aligned with your unique biology. A groundbreaking study published in JAMA followed 609 overweight adults assigned to either low-fat or low-carb diets. After 12 months, the average weight loss was identical between groups. But here's the shocking part. Within each group, some participants lost over 60 pounds, while others gained weight. The researchers found that success wasn't determined by which diet they followed, but by how well the approach matched their individual biology and lifestyle. They identified several biomarkers that predicted whether someone would succeed better on low-carb or low-fat, confirming that personal factors matter more than the specific diet. This explains why the diet industry continues to thrive despite consistently failing consumers. They're selling generic solutions to people with unique needs. The most successful companies know this, which is why personalized nutrition is the fastest-growing segment of the health market today. The science is precise. Personalization is the future of nutrition. When you align your eating pattern with your body's needs, food becomes a source of energy and joy rather than confusion and frustration. Let's recap what we've covered. The diet industry has been selling us a fundamentally flawed concept that one eating pattern could work for everyone. Your biological uniqueness means generic approaches are likely to fail. Your success depends on matching your approach to your unique diet personality. Metabolic optimizer, microbiome balancer, chrono-responder, or intuitive harmonizer. Understanding which type you are eliminates years of frustrating trial and error. By following the three-step process of observation, experimentation, and personalization, you can discover your ideal eating pattern, one that feels sustainable rather than restrictive. The most liberating aspect of this approach is that it frees you from diet dogma. You don't need to argue about whether keto or plant-based is best. The only meaningful question is what works for your unique body. If you found this helpful, you'll love my video about food freedom that explained the relationship with the food. Remember, there's nothing wrong with you if popular diets haven't worked. You just haven't found your perfect match yet. With this framework, you finally can. If this video helped you, please hit the like button and subscribe for more evidence-based nutrition insights. Thanks for watching, and I'll